Okay, we will bring all our users and devices in SCCM. Discover all users group and devices in SCCM. Okay, then point number 12 is we need to create boundary and boundary group. Okay, I'll explain you what is boundary and boundary group right away. Then we need to have roles installation, SCCM roles installation, SCCM roles installation. Okay, then we have point number 14 is SCCM agent agent policy settings. SCCM agent installation. These are things which we are going to cover hopefully today. Let's see. Now I spent to now. So we have done the installation of SCCM. Now we need to configure SCCM. How we will configure? What will happen? Let me bring a new page here. We have our SCCM ready. Sorry. We have our SCCM ready, but that is plain SCCM. It does not have anything in place. That is blank. Okay, SCCM. We have our primary site server. IND is the site code, so that is primary site server. IND. That is our site server name. We need to bring all the user. You will have your, you have database computer here. You have domain computer here. You have other computers here. You have multiple, for example, you have thousands and thousands of computers here. And all these computers and users, for example, you have users as well. Okay. So you have like Indu, you have Lakshmi, you have Saichan, you have Trimal, you have Kashif. Everyone is available in the company. So in company you have thousands and thousands of users and thousands of devices. All those users and devices will be there in domain controller, right? That is the main purpose of domain. So domain controller, that is Pepsi.com, has all users and devices. So all these computers are joined to the domain, right? These users and computers all are joined to the domain Pepsi.com. Now SCCM is blank. SCCM does not know how many users and computers you have. So what SCCM will do, SCCM go out to the domain controller and query the domain controller. Discover all these users and computers. These all users and computer will be discovered. SCCM will get all the information from domain and bring it over in SCCM console, so that SCCM will be able to manage these devices for application deployment, for patches, for deployment of operating system. SCCM can manage those devices. Currently they are only in Active Directory user and computer in domain. So this is the first thing we are going to do. Okay, point number one, the configuration. Okay, so this paint custom customize red maximum round. So configure SCCM, this we are talking about this one. Then we need to create a boundary and boundary group. What is boundary and boundary group? I'll let you know. Let's say you have Mumbai, you have Chennai, and you have uh, Hyderabad. And Mumbai has multiple computers, right? These are the computers in Mumbai. These are the devices in Mumbai. For example, you have 10,000 devices in Mumbai. Okay. Similarly, you have devices in other location, right? Similarly, you have devices in uh, Hyderabad. Similarly, you have devices in Chennai, for example. Okay. This is Mumbai. You have branch office, right? Mumbai is a branch office. Hyderabad, and you have Chennai here. Okay. Now, what SCCM site server does is for these devices may need some application, may need some patches, may need some operating system files, or whatever it is. Let's say you need to deploy Google Chrome to all the computers in Mumbai. So you have your SCCM site server in Delhi. For example, this is your primary site server, and that is your head office. Delhi is the head office. Delhi headquarter, and primary SCCM primary site is located there. Okay, and Delhi also has some devices. Okay, for example, Delhi has 2,000 devices. Now Delhi, if Mumbai computer needs Google Chrome, then Mumbai will come to Delhi and get the file. So that is very tedious job. Rather, what we can do, we can keep a file in Mumbai network only, Mumbai computer, so that they can get the file easily from locally rather than travel device from Mumbai or from Hyderabad go out to Delhi and get the file. So we create a boundary for that and we assign a site. So for example, Mumbai computer has a boundary. There are multiple types of boundaries, so it depends on IP address boundary. Mumbai computer IP starts from 10.0.0.1 to 10.0.0. Uh, for example, there are 250 computer or 2,000 computers in Mumbai. So from starting from 1 to 10, all becomes Mumbai computer. Okay, so we create a boundary of this IP range. Okay, so this IP range will be the boundary for this. That means we have any computer belongs to this IP range that will be Mumbai computer, that comes under Mumbai boundary. Similarly, you know, similarly for Delhi, you have a boundary, right? Let's say this one is delete. Okay, 10.0.0, 10.0.2.1 to 2000. Delhi also has a boundary. Okay, similarly, Chennai. Okay, you have 3. Okay, IP range of Chennai is from 3.1 to 2000. I'm just giving you an example that is how the company is creating boundary. Okay, so any computer belongs to this boundary 10.0.0.1 to 2000 is from Mumbai. This is the IP address. What is the IP address? Every computer will have IP address. So if on the network, computer does not communicate with the computer name, it communicates with IP address. So if you type in ipconfig, you see this is the IP address. I'm getting 100.86.74.249. Every computer has its unique IP address. Okay, so this, for example, anything which is from 249 to 2000 belongs to Mumbai. So similarly, I have created a boundary. For Mumbai, there is a boundary. For Delhi, there is a IP boundary. Any computer belongs to this IP range belongs to Chennai boundary. Any computer from this range belongs to Hyderabad boundary. Now, after assigning the boundary, you need to also give the site assignment. So who will be responsible for giving the file to these computers? So Mumbai computer will have a site server here, for example secondary site or a distribution point, secondary site 1. So all the computers will get the files from secondary site. So what Delhi will do, Delhi will send the file to secondary site here, distribution point, and these computer anytime go to here rather than traveling to Delhi. They will not go to Delhi, they will go to this secondary site which is there in Mumbai, so locally available. It is like, you know you have Walmart very far from your place, but you have 7-Eleven next to your place, and the things which you are looking for, that is also available in 7-Eleven. So why go to Walmart? You can get it from 7-Eleven, right? That is the main reason. So it is less time consuming and easy to be available. Similarly, Hyderabad will also have a site server, right? Secondary site or distribution point, SS2 secondary site. So Delhi will send the file to this. This will work as a go down, okay, or warehouse. So this will handle all the request coming from Hyderabad computer. The Hyderabad computer will not travel to Delhi. They will get the files from locally. Chennai also has a site assignment, SS3. Okay, Delhi will send the file to Chennai distribution secondary site, and all the computer in Chennai will get the file from here. Okay, no computer will be going out to Delhi. No one will go out to Delhi. Rather than everyone will get the files from here in this location. Everyone in Mumbai will get the files from this. Everyone in Hyderabad will get the files from here. That is how we create the boundary and boundary group, and this is called site assignment. Secondary site or primary site or any site. So similarly, Delhi will get the files from this secondary SCCM primary site, because you have Delhi primary site locally available for these computers. So Delhi computer will not go out to Hyderabad or Chennai or Mumbai. They will get the files from here as well. Understood? Any confusion? Are you good so far, guys? Okay. Now, so I'm discussing points one by one. So discover is done. Okay. We have created boundary and boundary group. Okay. Then SCCM role installation. Why we need SCCM role installation is, there are multiple roles available. As I informed you earlier in the earlier session, if you remember it, the first 3 points are the site. So we have already discussed this in the first meeting, but these are the roles: management point, distribution point, okay, software update point. So what roles we are going to install? We are going to install fallback status point, and we are going to install these two roles: fallback status point and application catalog website. What is the application catalog website point and web service point? These are the roles. These two roles will help us to create internal app store. Like any user wants to install something, they will not go to google.com and download and install. They will have a self-service portal internally, so that user can get the file from there. So these two roles are responsible for that. And then you have fallback status point. What is fallback status point? Is in case the connection, for example, control Z. Oh, what happens? All device. This is SCCM box. Okay, and these are the devices. For example, this is Delhi SCCM secondary site, and this site is handling all the requirements of these Delhi devices. Okay, but somehow this is down. Delhi secondary site is down. Okay, and you have your primary site somewhere in Mumbai, SCCM primary site, Mumbai. For example, Delhi is down. The connection is not working. This is broken. Okay, these devices are not able to connect to Delhi secondary site. They are not able to get the files from there. So rather, what will happen? Delhi will not be available. So the devices will take a fallback status point and go out directly to Mumbai. Okay, and get the files from there. This procedure is called fallback status point or failback status point, like alternate method of communication. Okay, this is called fallback status point. When the main is down, then go out to the alternate one. Fallback status point. If the main communication is down, you go out to the different um, server to get the files. Okay, so this role we need to install. Then we need to install a couple of roles as well. And what is the role is application catalog web application catalog website point number 2, application catalog web service point. These two roles we need to install. Why we need to install, I'll let you know. Using these two roles, we are creating self-service portal. User will not go out to the internet and download the application. We will have internal website created. Okay, internal, and that internal, like App Store, Google Play Store, you have. Okay, so this is internal App Store. Okay, you can host applications here. For example, this is Microsoft Office, this is Google Chrome, this is Firefox, this is Putty. Okay, and this is something else. The user can go to this website and download the application in their computer. So that is the reason we need these two roles. So that is the SCCM role installation. Okay, any confusion, guys? Okay, so we'll do the practical now. This was the theoretical part. Okay, for SCCM agent policy setting and SCCM agent installation, we'll do it later. So let's move on to configure SCCM. How will share the screen with me? Indu, you have some problem. Who had problem? Lakshmi or Indu? Indu. What is the error message, Indu? Can you show me? Let me make you presenter.
Sir, installation will show an error message.
Sorry?
So you told to install muscle, so after the 30 minutes, it showed me some error message.
What was the error message?
Uh,
Are you on SCCM? Have you taken the screenshot of the error message?
no, sir, I don't have the screenshot.
Okay. Are you on SCCM server now?
Yes.
Give me control, please. Okay, Indu, looks like it's fine. Okay, so you should not have any problem. Now let me make Bhargavi as a presenter. What did I do? Yeah, Bhargavi. So let me. Are you able to hear me, Bhargavi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go to SCCM server, please. Everyone go to SCCM. Everyone on SCCM, please. We need to configure SCCM. Okay. Now on SCCM, you need to minimize this server manager. Need server manager now. SCCM, please. You are already connected to SCCM. Are you on SCCM, Bhargavi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now everyone on SCCM, click on Start at the left-hand side bottom. You have a Start icon. On SCCM. And look for, in the search, type in configuration manager, configuration space manager, configuration space manager. We need to access SCCM, and that is the tool which will help us to access our SCCM. Configuration space manager, configuration space manager console. That is the tool which helps us to access SCCM infrastructure. And when you get it, click on that configuration manager. You are searching on database. Bhargavi, you are searching on database. How many people got configuration manager console?
Sir, I've done in SCCM.
Sorry.
I have typed in SCM, sir.
Okay, can you close this search? Configuration manager console. You got it, right? You can escape, click on ESC. You already in, you already opened that. You already opened that, Bhargavi. You need to close this search one. Configuration manager console is there, yes. Okay. Can you go down? Scroll it down, please. Okay. Now everyone launch this configuration manager console. Right click on the icon which is there in the taskbar and pin it to the taskbar. Right click so that next time you can open it from right there. Down at the bottom you have taskbar where the icons are there, right, Bhargavi? Down at the bottom I am saying. Next to the search icon you have taskbar. Next to the search icon you have icon, configuration manager icon there. Right click on that and pin it to the taskbar. So next time, okay, right click and close it. Bhargavi, right click and close it on the same icon. Okay, click on that one again, the icon. Next time if I say you need to open, you can open it from there rather than searching. You don't need to search, you can just click on that. Everyone pin it to the taskbar, please. Configuration manager icon. Everyone got it, or anyone facing issues with configuration manager? Does everyone have this screen? Manasa, what is the problem? You have problem, or is it opened at your end? Does anyone have any issues? Lakshmi, is that open for you?
No, sir, I'm still finding the search button. I couldn't find it.
Okay, apart from Lakshmi, anyone has any issue launching this tool, configuration manager console? Got it, it's open. Okay, fine. Let me make Lakshmi as a presenter. Lakshmi. So that is the tool you need to work on every time. That is the configuration manager console. Click on the downward arrow, Lakshmi, which is pointing.
So are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Is
Cancel
this
this.
the page?
Cancel
Okay.
this. Cancel. Go back to the search one. The second one, configuration manager console. Right click on the icon and pin it to the taskbar. Did everyone pin it to the taskbar?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next time you need to open from there rather than searching and opening there. Okay, so we need to have our SCCM configured. So click on users at the left hand side, Lakshmi. Everyone, users. Lakshmi, yeah, users is blank.
No, I
Click on
couldn't
device.
find.
Yeah, click on devices. Devices.
Sir, not
So
this
user,
one. You
no,
said
devices.
devices. I have clicked on
Yes,
device connections.
no. So I click on device. So currently we have in Active Directory we have multiple users, okay, and devices, but not all the users are not available here. Devices are not there because domain is not there. Client missing. SCCM agent client says no, so agent is not installed. We have not configured. We have not brought our users in this console. So the very first thing what we will do is to synchronize our users and devices from domain controller to SCCM. Okay, so for that we need to go to administration. Click on administration down at the bottom left hand side. Yes, everyone. Administration. Now we are configuring and bringing all our users and devices in SCCM from domain. And then we have hierarchy configuration. Expand that one. Expand the folder hierarchy configuration. At the left hand side you have folder, right? Can you expand that folder, please? Okay, so we have discovery method. We need to discover all our users and devices. So click on discovery method. So on the network, whatever the users are available or whatever the devices are available, we want to manage all the devices and users. Okay, that is the main purpose of SCCM. Now you see Active Directory forest discovery. What is forest? Means Pepsi.com. So it does not, currently SCCM does not know which is your forest or which is your domain. Okay, so we need to enable that one. So right click on Active Directory forest discovery. Everyone, right click on Active Directory forest discovery and go to properties. So we need to inform SCCM that your forest name is Pepsi.com. Okay, it will go out to the network and check the forest. If any forest is available, it will be able to do it. And click on automatically create. Yes, the second one, automatically create Active Directory side boundary. Second one, not the third one. That means click on the third one as well, or check all the boxes. That means it will find out the forest, that is Pepsi.com, and also it will create a boundary. You remember I showed you the diagram for boundary, how to create boundary. So using IP address, that Mumbai will have this IP and Chennai will have this IP range, or Delhi will have this IP range. There is one more method of creating boundary is to automatically create Active Directory. Whatever the computer is joined to the Active Directory, they are being the part of a boundary. So that we have checked there. So we don't need to create separately IP boundary or something like that. Okay. Click on apply and okay. Yes. Apply. It will ask you, do you want to run? Right click and run full discovery now.
Sir, it is not showing apply option.
Click cancel. Right click on Active Directory forest discovery and click on run full. No. Click on cancel again. Right click on Active Directory forest discovery and click on run full discovery now. That means we are saying forcefully, we are saying go out to the network and check whether we have any domain available or not, and create the boundary as well. So it will find out, oh okay, so we have Pepsi.com and we have 3 computers, so it will create a boundary for those 3 computers. Okay, now the second one, Active Directory group discovery. Right click and go to properties. That is for user groups. Like you have multiple groups in Active Directory, right? Right click and go to properties.
Can you repeat it once again?
I'm
Active
saying
Directory for
Active Directory group discovery. On the same page, just below the forest discovery, you have Active Directory group discovery, right? Right click and go to properties. We need to discover everything. So first of all, what we did, we discovered our pepsi.com domain. We discovered the first one. Now we are going to discover our user groups. Whatever the groups are available, we will be discovering that one. Enable active directory disk group discovery, check that box. Also click on add everyone and click on location. Where do you want to find your groups? So I want to find out my groups in pepsi.com. Okay, so click on browse. You will get the active directory. Yeah, so I want to find out all the groups which belongs to pepsi.com. So pepsi.com is fine. We'll click on OK. In the name section, just type in groups. Click OK, apply. It will say, do you want to run the full discovery? Yes, I want to go out to the domain controller, Active Directory, and find out all the user groups and bring it over, synchronize it. So click OK. Now we have done two discovery. One is domain discovery, second is user group discovery. Now the third one, the main one, the system device discovery. Now you have thousands and thousands of computers on your network. You want to discover all of them. Okay, how many computers are available, how many laptops, how many desktop, how many servers, all the devices should be discovered. So right click on that and go to properties. And click on enable Active Directory system discovery and click on yellow icon and browse it and choose pepsi.com. So where do you want to find your systems, your computers? I want to find out my computers in pepsi.com. So Pepsi is fine. Click OK. So all the computer belongs to Pepsi domain. That will be able to come to the SCCM console. Click OK. Apply. It will say, do you want to run the full discovery? Yes. Yes. Okay. So we have done what we have done. First is forest discovery, that is Pepsi.com discovery. Second, the group discovery, any groups, user groups, system, all the computers discovering we are on the network. Now all the users. So right click on user discovery, all the users. So it will be like Lakshmi is the user. You will have thousands and thousands of users on your network who are part of pepsi.com. So you will get all of them. Browse, click on the yellow icon, choose Pepsi, click OK and apply. Yes. Click OK. Now the heartbeat discovery will be enabled by default. That is fine. You don't need to touch that. Network discovery, we will keep that disabled because on the network you might have multiple devices like switches, routers, printers. We don't want to manage them. We want to manage only our Windows computer or Linux computer or Mac computer and user groups. That's it. We are not managing any router and switches on the network. So that is how we discover our um, user and devices. Now, if you go to asset and compliance, click on asset and compliance. Lakshmi, asset and compliance, please.
I'm unable to find it.
That is there, right, left hand side, bottom next to administrator. Yes, asset and compliance. Now, if you see in the devices section, you will find domain there. You see, domain was not there, only database and SCCM was there. Now domain is coming. Click on users and you will get all your user and user groups there. Click on user at the left hand side top. Yeah, you all will have your users and devices coming in. So it found all the users, it found all the user groups, it found all the devices attached to the network. You see Lakshmi is there, protected user is there, domain admin, domain, these are the user groups. Any user you create in Active Directory, that will come up here automatically in 5 minutes. Any user you delete from Active Directory, that will be gone from here. Any computer you add in Active Directory, that will be coming up here. Any computer you remove, that will be gone from here. Any confusion, guys? Lakshmi, are you good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this was the configuration part we have discovered. Now we need to set a boundary. Sorry, we have already created a boundary. We need to assign the boundary to a site. So go to administration. And click on boundary. Boundaries, please. Default first site name boundary. This is the Active Directory boundary. You know, all the computers belongs to Active Directory. So we have how many computers? 3 computers, and they are part of Active Directory. So it created a boundary for it. We don't need to give IP boundary or IP subnet boundary. But in case if you want, you can do that. But by default, it created a boundary. Now we need to give this boundary to a site so that any computer will wants to have anything they can get from that site. So click on boundary groups. And right click and create a boundary group. Type in, let's say this is your Mumbai site boundary. So type in Mumbai and assign the boundary to this group. So click on add, and assign the boundary. So Mumbai has this. Check that box. You did not select that one. Check that box and then click OK. So Mumbai will have this boundary. So all the computer belongs to this boundary will be a part of Mumbai. Click on reference. Now we need to assign a site. So any computer needs anything will go out to a site. Okay. So use this boundary. Click, check that box. So IND will be the site. IND-Hyderabad. You probably have different thing. So check that box. So this is the site assignment, and click give the server name. click on add. Click on add down at the bottom. Yeah, sccm.pepsi.com. No, not database. sccm.pepsi.com is the site assignment, because that computer, sccm.pepsi.com, that computer contains your distribution point, that contains your management point. So anything any computer needs, whether database needs anything or domain needs anything, and anything, so that will be given by this computer. This will be, this computer will handle those requirement. Click on OK, click apply, and OK. So that means the boundary is the site is assigned. sccm.pepsi.com will be responsible to give application file or patches file or operating system files to all the computers within this boundary. Any confusion, guys?
No, sir. Sir, can you please give the control to Bhargavi, because I think they have missed these steps. They all are in one place
Mm-hmm.
so that they can follow.
Bhargavi, okay, sir, can you repeat this step? Okay, Bhargavi, let me make you presenter. Right click on Mumbai and click on properties. Boundary is assigned, but you have not given the site assignment. Go to references. So that means the boundary, you have created the boundary, there are 3 computers, but who will be responsible to give files to those 3 computers? So this site. So click on that checkbox, site assignment, and click on add. And check sccm.pepsi.com. So this computer will be responsible to handle all the requests of those 3 computers. Choose the box, check the box, please. Click OK, apply OK. Everyone did that? Any confusion? Anyone left behind? Saichan, Trimal, Indu? Indu, are you good with the configuration? Have you done that? Okay. Trimal, Saichan, I don't hear anything from your side. Trimal, are you there? Saichan, okay. Okay, very good. Now all are good. Now boundary and boundary group is done. Now we need to have our roles installed. Okay, that I have already discussed why the role is needed. Okay, now go to administration, everyone, down at the bottom, administration, and you have server and site. You have a site configuration. Site configuration. and click on server and site roles. We need to install 3 roles: fallback status point, application website catalog, application website web server catalog point. So right click on sccm.pepsi.com, right click on sccmpepsi.com, right click on sccm.pepsi.com. Make sure you right click on sccm.pepsi.com. Right click on sccm.pepsi.com and click on add site system roles. Add site system roles. Okay, so this window will come. In the name section you will have sccm.pepsi.com. Site code is ind-hyderabad. Does everyone have it? Anyone who is having database.pepsi.com, let me know. Name should contain sccm.pepsi.com, that first box, sccm.pepsi.com. Now we will leave that as default because we are going to install our roles. We will click on next. This is for proxy setting. Proxy is for if you are going out to the internet and install something. We are not going out to the internet. We are doing everything locally. So go next. Now choose the box application catalog website point, application catalog web service point, first two, and fallback status point. So these are the 3 boxes we need to check. Okay, I have already discussed why we need fallback status point and application catalog website point and web service point. Next. Next. So we will go with the default setting. Next. Next. Organization name you can give Pepsi Private Limited. You know, the website color, how the color will be for the app store color. So do you want the color blue, green, red, whatever? You can choose your desired color there. Currently it is selected blue. Okay, and then next finish. This is the app store we are creating. internal app store, self-service portal for the users. Click on close. Okay, so the point number, what was the point? Let me check my notes. Point number 13, SCCM role installation, that is done. Now SCCM agent policy setting. We need to create policy for the SCCM. You know, SCCM is a server and agent based application. Every computer will have to have SCCM agent installed. Then only SCCM will be able to manage it. Okay. Now, before we send out the agent to all the computer, we need to create the policy for the agent, how the agent will work in the computer. What will be the configuration of the agent. Okay, so click on client setting, just below that one. Yeah, client setting. So SCCM agent, this is the default policy for SCCM agent. Right click and click on properties. We will change the default policy. Click on cloud background and first one, the cloud services. Is that yes or no? Okay, click on choose that yes. Choose that yes. We want computers to get the access to the cloud distribution point as well. Click on client policy. That means SCCM agent will communicate to the server on every 60 minutes. Okay, we don't want SCCM agent to communicate to the server every, say, 60 minutes. Rather, we can have very frequent communication, like 5 minutes or 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes you can remove that 60 and type in 3. No, just type in 3. It will take ages if you click on that thing. Delete it and type in 3 there. 3 minutes. So every 3 minutes, SCCM agent, the client, will talk to the to the server and get the policy. Okay, then you have compliance setting. Click on compliance setting at the left hand side. Do not click on OK. Compliance setting. Okay, click on schedule. It compliance is checking every 7 days. I don't want to check every 7 days, rather every 7 minutes. Make it smaller so that the agent will give the data to us in very uh, quickly. Click on days and choose minute there. Click OK. Then click on computer agent. Okay, so these are the reminder setting, how the reminder will be happening. For example, you sent a application, it will remind in 48 hours, 4 hours and 15 minutes, if the depending on the time. Okay, now organization name, you can give anything of your choice. You can give default application catalog website. We created a website, right? We created a website for the users using 2 roles. So we can set the role. We can go to set websites. Set website is there. Don't go down here and click on this drop down. Choose FQDN. That means the agent will click OK. That means the default website is the website which we have created, the self-service portal. So that will be available there. So you can go out to that website and get your applications from there. Click OK. Click on computer restart. Okay, that is fine. Click on endpoint protection. Okay, that is fine. Click on hardware inventory. So I want my computer, I want my SCCM agent to scan the computer to find out what all hardware is available. So click on schedule and create 7 minutes. I don't want to wait for 7 days to scan for the hardware. Whatever the hardware is there on the computer, SCCM agent will scan and give it to the server. Click OK. Then we have power management is there. That is fine. Remote tool. Remote tool is for remoting to the computer. You can remote into any computer. So click on configure and check all the boxes so that any computer which is on the domain or private or public, you will be able to remote into the computers. Click OK. Yeah. Click on software deployment. These are the policies of the agent we are creating. Okay. SCCM agent will perform these things. Okay. Software inventory. So software inventory will be done. That means agent will scan the computer to find out what all software files are available. But it is scanning on every 7 days. I don't want to wait for 7 days. Rather, you can click on schedule and change it to every 7 minutes. So every 7 minutes, the agent will scan for the software in every computer and send the data back to the server. Click on software metering. Every 7 days. Change it to 7 minutes. I don't want to wait for 7 days. Then software update. This is for patching. Patches can be applied using this. So every 7 days, so make it to 7 minutes or 5 minutes. Make it to 3 minutes. Both the scan, the agent will scan and send the data back to the server on every 3 minutes. Both of them. The below one as well. Software deployment evaluation. Every 5 minutes, every 3 minutes. Okay, click OK. So these are the policies which we have set for the agent. Now it is time to send the agent to the devices, to install agent to the devices. Okay, okay, click on asset and compliance, everyone, and click on device collection. Device collection. Now we have how many computers? 3 computers are there, right? Okay. All system contains all the computers which you have on your infrastructure. Okay. So 3 computers plus 2 computers which are unknown for. I'll let you know why we have 5 instead of 3 later. But just understand that all system is a group which has all the computers in your organization, whether it is server, whether it is desktop, or whether it is mobile devices. All of them will be available in all system. That is a group of all the computers. So right click and install client, right click on all system, and install client. That means I am saying go out and install SCCM agent to all the computers. So go next. Without agent, you will not be able to manage your computer. Check the box, all the client, check the box, install, yeah. Always install the client configuration. No, don't check that box, uninstall that one. Yeah. So these are the boxes we need to check. So it will install the client, the SCCM agent on domain controller. It will install on configuration manager site, sites, secondary site, primary site, or central administration site. And from where? So from IND Hyderabad is the site. The file will be transferred to all the computers and the installation will start. So go next, finish. You might see some error. Don't worry about it. Go next, finish. So SCCM agent will now be installed on all these 3 boxes, and then you will be able to, once it is installed, you will be able to start managing it. Okay, now we'll wrap it up right now. Okay, so we have done the practical for till the SCCM agent installation. I would request you guys to wait for 15 to 20 minutes and then stop the servers, because the agent is getting installed on all these boxes, database, SCCM, and uh, domain computer. If you have thousands and thousands of computer, it will install in all the computers. The criteria is to have the computer on the network connected properly. Any confusion, guys? I know you have multiple confusions, but you will be able to understand slowly about this. So first, let me give you a recap what we have done today. So let me make myself as the presenter. Okay, I can't hear you. So we'll meet. I lost my power. We'll meet you guys tomorrow, guys. Okay.